part 3 of teaching your puppy how to walk next to you on a walk and not drag you all around and be a crazy person. So this step is where it's going to get hard for me to show you as I do it, because while I'm walking, I don't have a person to follow me around with a camera, so I got to do it all myself. Essentially, this is what we're going to do. You're going to put your puppy on a leash, just like we did in step 2. You're going to get your clicker if you're using one, or you can just use your verbal. You've got your food, and now we're going to go out onto the road or the sidewalk or wherever it is that you're walking your puppy. You can even do this in your yard. You're going to pick either your right or left side, so you have to know where you want your puppy to walk. I walk Goose on my left side, so I'm going to use my left hand to reward him, but if you want your dog to walk on your right side, then you'd use your right hand to reward him. So when we first start, there are 2 different scenarios that you can use your marker in. Again, your marker is what tells your puppy to come back to you for a reward, and your reward is going to come from the hand on the side that you want your puppy to walk on. So mine's going to be my left. So the 2 scenarios that I can mark is if my puppy already ends up next to me on their own, on their designated side. So if Goose comes to my left side, I'm going to click and then pay him because I'm rewarding that behavior in that instance. The other instance that you can mark, though, is if your puppy gets almost to the end of the leash. Now, this is where I start to lose people, because people go, MJ, why would I reward my dog for getting ahead of me? We're not teaching a heel here. We're teaching your puppy how to walk next to you and how to choose to walk next to you. So not using it in that instance to reward them. I'm using it to interrupt a behavior that's about to happen, pulling on the leash, that I don't want to happen. Because every time your puppy practices a behavior you don't like, they get better at it. So if I'm out on a walk and my puppy starts to surge ahead right before he gets to the end of the leash, I'm going to click, and we've already taught him that that means to turn back to me, in which case he's going to do that, and I'm going to pay him from my left hand at my left side, almost like where the seam of your jeans and your pant leg would be. Your hand's going to deliver right next to your leg. What this is going to do is every time your puppy gets almost to the end of the leash, you click or say yes, and they come running back to you, and they're getting their paycheck right next to you. It's going to start to build a habit of when they get ahead to turn around and check in with you and come back to your side. We're working on building better habits here, not necessarily rewarding them for getting almost to the end of the leash. Just trust me, it works.
Later in the day, I ended up doing this with my client's 5-month-old puppy, Artie, and since he doesn't know the skill as well as Goose does, I figured he'd be a more realistic puppy to show you with. While Goose learned with a click, the marker I'm using for Artie is yes, so you'll see me using yes to interrupt moments when Artie is getting too distracted or ahead to change the pattern to him coming back to my left side for a reward.
Yes! Let's get it. There we go. Yes! Yes! Yes, good job. Yes. Yes. Good job.